we'll get things kicked off here this morning. So to keep on our topic that is ever so popular, that we keep hearing about, health and wellness. I'm sure in the current environment with COVID-19, this may also be a topic that's getting dull on our ears, but I think it's important to parallel what we hear and see in the world around us to what we may be able to apply to the fuel storage and dispensing systems. And so every now and again, it's good to do a good fuel system checkup. And so we'll walk through some of the thought process behind that, how we can help you through that process and assist in doing your own fuel system checkups, and as well be there to provide resource, information, as well as some expertise from the industry to be able to put in place the right solutions, the right fixes, or as we like to say, the right prescriptions for any problems that you're facing with your fuel systems. So without further ado, we'll get started with our slide content.
So beyond just the filtration itself, we have an advanced filtration concept. We can apply more than just the installation of the filters themselves. We can look beyond that. And really knowing where to look and what to apply is what's going to get you ahead in the big picture here. So between the fuel delivery and your bulk diesel storage, you may be wanting to run those through at very high rates. Our LVH and BDS are excellent options for that delivery point there. When you're moving from your bulk diesel storage to your fuel dispensers, you want to make sure that you're keeping everything clean there. One of the largest ways that we're going to have contamination coming through is through the air movement. As you have these tanks sitting out during the daytime and going into the nighttime, you're going to have that temperature change. So that movement from warm to cool allows an exposed tank to be able to ingress moisture from the air itself, and that moisture condenses into free water at the base of the tank and can lead to contaminant and microbial growth. So if you can keep the water out of the tank, you can help to really reduce what's going on there. So our Desiccant Air Breathers, which is that small image there between the bulk diesel storage and the fuel dispenser, that Desiccant Air Breather allows you to have the tank able to breathe without ingressing any of that moisture from the air. For dispensing, we can apply our BDF. The BDF can be used at your point of use fuel dispensing there. Now, as far as contamination monitoring goes, you've got the images there of the CS1000, our high-track systems, and our FCU 1315. You can use those for real-time monitoring or for spot checking your fuel to really find out exactly what you've got going on. And then, of course, for keeping those tanks clean and making sure that your fuel is ready to go and dry, we have our options for the BDFP, BDC, and BDFC, which would all be applied to the tanks themselves. The BDFC and BDC can also, actually all three of those can be used as well for transfer, for kidney looping, or for dispensing to move the fuel from one place to another. They're all excellent options for it. So in the real world, where are we seeing these applications being applied? Well, we found that we've had a lot of success in a variety of markets, as well as some that you may not think of immediately. These include aggregates, scrap and material handling, mining, power generation, marine, and mills and plants, as well as oil and gas. Now, we've found that we've had a lot of success in many of these different industries, including more recently the marine industry. That's something that we've been finding more and more solutions for. When we look through all of these different options here, some of these you may be going into not necessarily with a fuels perspective, but being able to see where we've been able to supply solutions and identify potential opportunities here, it really does help to have an idea of what your potential is beyond just the hydraulic or other applications that may have brought you to your location in the beginning. When you are looking at the problems that you're having as the operator or the owner of the equipment here, maybe you've got an issue and you're not quite sure how to handle it, but you know that we may have a product for it. Well, we've also taken some of our success stories that we have here, or some of the applications that we've had at these different facilities, and we've turned this into single-page sheets that could be used to find a relevant success story that may be similar or applicable to your solution or to your current issue at hand. We call these our technical application bulletins, or tabs for short, and we have a variety available, and we're constantly producing more. Some of them are shown here on the right-hand side. We have these set up by market and also by product. So for instance, there are tabs that are overviewing our success stories in the power generation with cranes. We have gantry cranes we worked with at the ports, and mobile cranes as well, where we've installed it on an OEM level. Mining, natural gas drilling, agricultural, railway, marine. These are available for a variety of different industries, and they may give you a head start on finding a solution that's similar, or it could be applied in a similar fashion, or just an idea of how to handle things. We also are using these to highlight some of the capabilities of various products, including the ones that are shown here, as well as our custom solutions. For instance, the blue tab that's shown there is for an underground storage tank, and that turned out to be a very complicated and excellent project where we were able to try a few different things to come up with a solution that's really helped to set our customer apart. Now, these tabs, we have, as I mentioned, a variety of them. This is not the sum total here. They are going to be added onto our website. Currently, they should have been listed under our resources literature and then into the tab section. But as we're undergoing a website revamp right now, they may or may not be available at any given time. Please keep these in mind, though, and reach out to Aaron, Rob, or myself. We'd be happy to share any of these with you at any point in time. We could help you with our tabs, as well as any of our literature or presentations, or any of the product information that you need, as well as walking through your unique and individual needs and what kind of solutions we can provide to you. We're happy to answer any of your questions or provide any kind of resources at any point in time. Our contact information is shown here on the next slide. And we thank you for your time and ask or invite you to ask any questions, or if you have any issues or potential opportunities that you'd like to discuss, we're here at any point in time. Aaron, I'll turn that back over to you for closing.
Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, to reiterate what Kelly had mentioned about those technical application bulletins, I know it was a quick 30 minutes to be able to provide some information about how we would help you approach bulk fuel storage systems. And in this season, it's really appropriate to start talking with our end users and customers about the potential problems. We don't expect you to be experts leaving this discussion, but we hope that you walk away at the very least with some information about how to approach it, the questions that you can start asking, and the resources. First and foremost, don't hesitate to reach out to our marketing team or to the three names you see up here, Mr. Rob Sabo, Mr. Aaron Keck, myself, and Ms. Kelly Coyne, to get information about those technical application bulletins or to help you walk through that process. If you involve us early in the process and help walk through the problems that you or your customer may be facing, we can easily and quickly help you get to a point where we could resolve issues with fuel storage and contamination in the field.